What's up, everybody? It's Jonathan from LoneWolfDayTrading, and today was a little weird. It's normally not the way I like to trade, but I did end up being green, so I can't really complain about that. The biggest thing that I'm excited about is my small account challenge that's coming up. You know, there's a few things that's running through my head as far as, is it going to be hard? How long will it last? And truly, is it even worth my time?
That's what she said.
Alright, so the market opens in a few minutes. I'm just taking a look at the SPY, looking at TVIX, see if there's going to be any push up a little bit more within the SPY, or TVIX is going to crash down. We'll see how it plays within the market. Okay, so market opens in about 30 seconds. I'm looking at IQ, just looking at the daily highs, seeing if it's going to push over that high from the previous day. It is down in the pre-market, so you know it could continue to go down. The volume is just very low on it, so again, with the holiday and that time of the season, the market's just very slow, and there's really not a lot of stuff I have on my watch list. I'm just going to see if anything pops up while it's at it. Looking back at TVIX, now of course this is one that's up a good amount because the SPY's just been hurting a lot lately. Just seeing how it's going to react to open, see how the SPY's going to react to open, and then possibly get a quick play on it. So we'll see if any type of opportunity opens up for us. So still looking at TVIX. It is up for the day, so I'm not really trying to short things that are up for the day. But just depending if the SPY wants to spike right at open, then of course that's really going to help with TVIX crashing down. Still taking a look, it's building off the VWAP. So if it does crash below the VWAP and the SPY has a good movement upwards, it could help. Looking back at Gush, volume's getting a little better on it, but still I don't really see anything out of the ordinary. IQ, volume's building, but still nothing really too much. Look at the daily again. Just taking a quick look. Let's see. Go back over to TVIX. Okay, it looks like it's coming down to that VWAP. I'm really interested if it crashes below it. I have 500 shares in the montage. Taking a look at the 1 minute or the 5 minute chart, and then also looking at the daily here. Okay, so I'm going to short 500 shares. I have an average cost of $79.03. Hopefully get a quick movement out of it. And there we go, $65. Easy enough. Okay, now I'm looking at Facebook right now. This is one that's really spiking up. I love spiking candles, especially in a stock that's down for the day. Also, we take a look, it's down about $1 within the market. I just short 200 shares. Average cost is $132.95. If it continues to spike, I'll add to the position. Again, I only have a stop loss about $1. If it crosses over into green territory, more likely I'm just going to get out of it completely, because then it could just be unpredictable at that time. Okay, so it looks like we are building up. We just hit a new high, and we just hit another high. So on the 5 minute chart, I mean, it's just so overextended. I actually was speaking with someone yesterday, and I was showing them that the movement occurred just like this within my live stream. And I told them, if you have an opportunity like this, always go for an opportunity like this. I mean, it's beautiful how overextended these 5 minute candles are. Okay, looks like we're building a bull flag formation right here. I am down about $300. I do have 400 shares. My average kind of got away from me, so that's never good. I'm gonna have to make some quick changes for this. Again, it's just still spiking on me. We do have a wicking candle forming, but I'm going to need to take some loss management just to get my average back in check. That's definitely going to be the biggest thing right now. Alright, so I just cut loose 300 shares. I only have 100 shares right now. I realize I'm down a little over $300. I have 100 shares. My average cost is $133. Now, I just shorted 1,000 shares, hoping that this high right here, I have a very tight stop loss. I only have about a stop loss about 10 to 15 cents. Okay, we just broke the high. Oh man, okay. So with this one, we're down about $500. Look how overextended this is, and that's why I can't get out of this trade, because it's just so overextended. I can't cut my complete loss. I do have $134.15 as my average cost. Looks like we're down about $600 within this portion of the trade. So I do need to look to get my 1-to-1 ratio. Now I'm putting 800 shares within the montage. It looks like we're getting a push back down. We do have a false break here with this one candle that's forming. We're pushing down to the moving average. Hopefully we get a continuation. But again, I'm going to watch this one very quickly and keep an average cost in mind. So if it crosses back into red, hopefully it crashes down, but just have to be very careful of this. Looking over at Tesla, this was one that's about the same with Facebook. Just had a large spike, getting a lot of momentum. Looking back at Facebook, looks like we're getting a good crash down. Can't complain about that. Looking back at Tesla, it's getting a crash down as well. This would be a nice entry. Within Facebook, we're up about $200. I do need to get my 1-to-1, so I need to make over $600 on Facebook to feel good about the trade completely. Tesla's just crashing down. It's beautiful. I definitely missed the entry point. Looking back at Facebook, I want to see how it reacts to this VWAP. We're still moving down, have an average cost of 134.15. Okay, so we're up about a little over $500 within this trade. Looking at the SPY, we're coming down. Looking at Facebook again, we're hitting this VWAP, and we're kind of sitting there. So I'm going to set my montage to 700 shares, and I'm going to take the 700 shares right there. So we definitely made a good chunk off of that. Now I have 400, and I just took the rest, getting 447 out of Facebook completely. So today wasn't the smoothest trading day I've ever had. I did end up making a good amount, and I actually took a trade while I was editing my video, a small trade on Facebook, which bumped me up about another $100. So I can't complain about that. You know, going from being down about $300 to being up over $600, it's a good day. Now, as far as a 5-minute chart on Facebook, I mean, it was very overextended. The chart was completely, I mean, it had a red to green movement, which, I mean, that just shows there's a lot of force behind it. But then once it went from green to red, I had a feeling there'd be more downward momentum. Was there a little bit more risk involved? Yeah, there was. And definitely wasn't the best execution I've had. But, you know, when I went from that 100 shares and then bumped in that 1,000 shares, my average changed about $1 in my favor. So I can't complain about that. Again, the execution was very bad. I should have been more cautious, but I wasn't. So even though I made a good amount, you know, I would rather have a very good trade I can feel good about and not make that much money than, you know, have a trade like this and make a good amount. And that's why I'm always preaching, it doesn't matter about your share size. It's about the movement that you have. A lot of people say, you know, trade larger share size. If you look at the Garage Day Trader in his video, I'm sure he's going to highlight how he had about $1 movement. Yeah, it was only 50 shares, but it was $1 movement. That's impressive. I mean, it truly is. When you're able to execute those swings like that and find the, you know, the precision entries and exit points, that just shows that a lot of skill. You could throw 5,000, 10,000 shares at a stock, and yeah, you'll make money probably, but that doesn't mean you know what you're doing. That just means you threw a lot in there and you may have got 10-cent movements, would be equivalent to $1,000. So that's just the way I look at it. Again, I'd rather have a good trade I feel good about than a day like I had today, and I could have done way better. Again, really excited about the small account challenge. I'm very excited to be able to reach out more to the people that have smaller accounts, less margin and buying power to use. A lot of them, you know, you can't really trade Facebook, so it'll make me really key in, and I'll also have to really work on my averaging because I won't have the margin or buying power available to me. As always, I truly appreciate the support. We're almost at 350 subs, which was my goal before the end of the year. I think we'll make it, so I'm excited. Again, and as always, this is Jonathan with Lone Wolf Day Trading. Stay green.